if you like pure Virginias, then I'd say this is a must. It's a beautiful tobacco. It's made by Baren's, and it's Amphora, Virginia. It consists of tobaccos from USA, Brazil and Zimbabwe, I believe. Don't often use words like superb, but I'd say this is one that is superb. It's really lovely. It's not strong, it's only mild to medium, but it's got a beautiful sweetness, very, very smooth. It really is quality. In the packet, it's got a beautiful smell. It's like old bread shops. It's got a vintage feel about it, old feel, but not an old sort of decrepit feel, the nostalgic feel. It's also got dried fruit in it. My daughter actually smelt the tobacco and she said it was like raisins or sultanas. It is almost figgy, like a figgy smell to it, maybe, that type of thing. Dates. I knew as soon as I opened the packet, I thought, that's a good tobacco. Could tell. Nothing aromatic about it, no extra flavourings, but the actual smell was so reminiscent to the past. It really took me back myself to days when I was a lad and when I first started work. Before I went on to tree work, I was working on grass verges, and I was cutting along in those days with a double-handed scythe. It was hard work, but kept you fit. There was no electrical gear in those days. Well, it was probably around, but the corporation that I worked for, they were a bit tight-fisted, and they had us doing everything by hand. And the smell that came off the grass, especially after it had dried a bit, it just brought it back to me. The aroma of this is very much a straw smell, the smell of summer. Not really deep, not a woody smell, maybe slightly oaky, but the smell of the straw, really. Absolutely beautiful. In some ways it's similar to Sam Gowerth's Full Virginia Flake, but if anything it's sweeter. It really is nice. It's one of those tobaccos that you can really take your time with. I wouldn't push it. Never don't push any tobacco, but take your time with it and you'll get the benefit. It really is a superb tobacco. Really, really nice. And like I say, in the old days when I was working with old Bob, who was half blind, he was a little guy who was a poultry keeper. He used to keep bantams, and he took me under his wing. Yeah, very funny, yeah, poultry wing. And the other guy who I worked with was Ernie. He was a Lincolnshire farmer, and quite a character. But we made quite a trio. They taught me a lot, as old guys do when you're in your youth. They were quite educational in the way, in a rural sort of way. But this tobacco took me back to the old days, back to the fields and the meadows and the cut straw and the corn, the wheat. It's very much that sort of a tobacco. It really does take you back to the old summer days. It's a golden time in a way. So if you've not tried it, Amphora, Virginia, it's really worth it. Get yourself a packet and have a go if you like the pure Virginia taste. It really is nice. Smoking it tonight in my old Ogden's pipe, and it really does seem to get on well with it. So I'm going to take my time now and just enjoy the second half of this bowl. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. Happy smokes.